Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week. We do that for your listening pleasure and continue to connect on a deeper level, hopefully. There are things that we do here on a pretty regular basis, one of which is the Life Lessons series. I am passionate about the Life Lessons series because there's always something we can learn if we choose to. And the Life Lessons series, we're at number 269 at this point. Things that life may be trying to teach you that you may not be paying full attention to because life is moving too quickly for you. So the first thing there is to encourage you, if you are looking for life, business, relationship coaching, please feel free to reach out at PO Perception on Twitter and or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. Either one will give you a connection for the future. The first thing is courage. Understanding a certain level of having courage is important. Courage to face the unknown. Courage to realize that the unknown doesn't have to be as scary as we make it. Also, courage to be honest, be integral, realize that you can't please everyone at all times. Drop the people pleasing mentality because at the end of the day, you're eventually just going to burn yourself out anyway with any sort of people pleasing. So, being able to know your boundaries, know your limits, and be committed in a positive way to progress, because progress is one of the few things that really does have a long term impact. The next thing there is kind of look at things from a somewhat deeper level. And another thing life may be trying to work with you on is, kind of be full of wonder. Look, life is pretty impressive when we think about it. Life is one of those things that, for the most part, the amount of things that we take seriously versus the amount of things we could just be curious about, wonder about, looking at from a wondrous directive, and kind of seeing it from a more open-minded mindset is super important and always there. If we have the wonder of a child and we begin to look at life as though an interesting run, and there's value there. And when we begin to understand the value of living with wonder like a child, leaving it all in the middle of whatever we're trying to accomplish, leaving it all in the middle of what we're trying to do. That is, give everything we have to the things that we're trying to accomplish, and have live a life that has no regrets, knowing things um, that are important, knowing things, how to get things in a healthy direction and moving forward is important, so that you can begin to understand the value of everyday actions. The more you get out of everyday moments, the more you begin to imagine solutions to challenges that are facing you that you hadn't seen before. Creativity is one of the most important things, especially when problem solving, and the imagination necessary to solve life problems can often become somewhat overwhelming for a number of reasons for a lot of people. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to know everything. It also doesn't necessarily mean that you won't have moments where you're like, you know what, this didn't work or that didn't work. Being able to pivot, being able to move, being able to grow through pivoting in a healthy way is an important part of making lasting long-term decisions for your own benefit, and knowing how to begin to do that in a manner that is important and valuable, and also knowing how to see yourself as someone who is capable of making those decisions, staking those claims, and being in a good mental, emotional, and spiritual place, not overcommitting yourself, not giving too much of yourself away, but still being connected and committed to making a difference wherever you can for the benefit of others. Also, find a mentor that's doing the things that you want to do or has done the things you want to do. Mentorship is so valuable because you can avoid, if you're smart, in how you choose a mentor, but also in how much you listen to them. If you're smart, you can avoid the things that are going to cause other people to waste a lot of time. And that means you can jump the line, jump the queue, and if you have to compete in order to be seen or heard or understood, you can jump the line of competition whenever possible. So hopefully this is helpful. I hope that you continue to reach out and keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.